In 1 John 1:6, we're going to meet the first of 4 conditional sentences, and we're also going to see an example of present tense verbs that really need to be translated as continuous forms. Eon apomen, hati koinonian echomen, metaltu, kai, entoskate peripatomen, pseudamatha, kai upoiumen, tain aletheon. If we say that we have fellowship with Him, relationship with Jesus, and in the darkness we walk, we're lying and we are not doing the truth. So remember, whenever you see aeon, you start looking for what? The subjunctive, that's right, and it's right there, and it's right there, the lengthened vowel. If we say that we have fellowship with Him, so that's one of them, and then in the darkness we are walking. And by the way, I think it's pretty important to translate this present and the pseudamatha present as a continuous way. John isn't concerned with individual acts of sin. He's concerned here with lifestyle, someone who is living in the darkness and is comfortable with it. And while they're living in the darkness, they are also lying, and they're not doing the truth. It's a neat idiom. It really emphasizes that the truth is not something that you just believe. It's actually something that you do. I think the phrasing on this verse is helpful, but I was going to run out of space, so I have to shrink my text down a little. So it's, if on the one hand we say that we have fellowship with Him, and on the other hand, if we are walking in the darkness, then we are lying and we are not doing the truth. On if-then sentences, I prefer to indent the if, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, which means I need to adjust this second one as well. And on these kais, you can leave it here at the end if you want, or if you find it helpful, you can set it up like this. It depends upon just how much detail you want in your phrasing. So if we say that we have fellowship with Him, and understood if we are walking in the darkness, then, and I'm going to go ahead and indent that as well, we are lying and we are not doing the truth. According to John, one of the assurances of our salvation is our sanctification, our growth into holiness. And if there is no growth into holiness, then I've always said there is no assurance of salvation. You can hang on to the truthfulness of God and some of these other assurances that we have. But if a person is not growing up in Christ, and again, I'm not talking about incidental sins or even repeated sins. I'm talking about if a person is living in the darkness, is not walking in the light, even though he claims to have fellowship with Christ, he can't. He, in fact, is a liar, and he doesn't do the truth. So it's a really important verse that, regardless of what your theology is, you need to come to grips with what this verse is teaching.